So sorry about that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the midweek midday talk show with Aunty Etima. I'm so excited to be here today. Yes, today is that day after I celebrated my husband's birthday, and I'm grateful to God for the gift of him, just like I'm grateful to God for the gift of you. Thank you so much, dear teen parent, dear teen mentor, teacher, influencer, everybody that works with my favorite people on earth to help them grow into useful, purposeful, and responsible adults. I celebrate you. Okay, so tell me whether you're here and where you're watching me from, whether you're live or you're watching the replay. It would be good to just hear from you and know that you're here with me. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about something really, really interesting. Yes, because without this, we're going to have an epidemic, if I might use the word. It's that serious. We are in a time where the verbal expression of the love for money, the love for good things now, not money, the love for good things has become difficult. I mean, the more we're expressing ourselves, the more we're choosing to show that we're not in this life to suffer. I mean, we're not in this life to come and go and kill ourselves by ourselves and for ourselves. The more we're making this expression, the more difficult it's becoming to draw the line between success and covetousness, between wealth and greed, between prosperity and overambitiousness. The more difficult it's becoming. Excuse me. I don't subscribe to the poverty mentality or the poverty lifestyle. However, we have noticed that even Christians, godlike people, the righteous, are now finding it difficult to call themselves to order, to even identify when they are going off, when they are derailing. We now hear people dupe people in church. We now hear people scam people in church. We now hear people steal, rob, kill, name it. And you think our children are not watching? They are. If we don't begin to treat this issue as an emergency, our children are going to self-destroy themselves. Yes, because children don't have not yet built self-control, emotions control, and regulation and all that. They are still growing. So a lot of what they do is going to come from what they see, from what they hear. That's why we cannot afford to talk about these things, talk about growth, talk about purpose, talk about good behavior, character development and all that, and leave out this issue of contentment. I've thought about this a whole lot, and I realized that contentment is something that as children we ourselves were not properly taught, like we were randomly taught. Many of the things our parents did, they were actually teaching us contentment, but they didn't name it contentment. They didn't name it self-control. They didn't name it delayed gratification and all that. But they actually did their best to teach us, and a lot of us got it. However, it's becoming tougher now because of how materialistic the times we live in are. The Bible says that in the last days, the love of many will grow cold. Right? You know that scripture. Of course, it's the love of God. The love of God in many will grow cold. And you already know that nature abhors vacuum. And so that love growing cold must be replaced with love for something else. Love, hot love for something else. What is that? Money, clothes, shoes, cars, houses. Everything has now become a matter of what do you have and how much is it? How much is it? Everything has now become class. The kind of phone you use, where you live, what you wear, who are you wearing, and you think that these teenagers don't know. At the last Easter camp, we had this conversation of what are you wearing. I was shocked to know that even 10 years old knew the names of designers that I knew as an adult. They were busy mentioning Chanel, this, Louis Vuitton. I even heard some designers that look guys, it looks like, hello ma'am, so good to have you. I see my people here. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. It looks like, Aunty Etima, calm down. It's not that deep. That's how it looks. That's how it sounds. It sounds like you guys are always taking everything so serious. What does this one even mean? Can't children just be themselves? Oh no, that's not where the problem is. The problem is not in the fact that they know about designers, they like designers. I mean, they want to wear. That's not where the problem is. The problem is how much they now crave. Is a craving for things that they cannot afford. Guys, please, let's not even get it twisted. Your money is not your child's money. Hello, your money, that your money in your account, that your money in assets, your company, your shares, it's yours, not your children's own. And so they should not see themselves as wealthy because you're wealthy. Your financial identity is not your child's own, please. That is why even if you give your child an inheritance, your child can run down that inheritance in a few days. It happened to the prodigal son. Hello. Yes. The prodigal son thought that an inheritance is now his identity. It's not. Your children need to understand that from now, that look, this is me worth this, not you. Please excuse me. Do you hand over your medicine certificate? You're a doctor. Do you give it to your child and now say you're now a doctor? You're now a lawyer. You're now San. I'm San. You're now San. I don't get it. Do you hand over these things? No. The least you can do is hand over a platform, hand over training, hand over skills. That's what you hand over to your children. Please, oh, please, please, please. Let me say it now, and I say it by the Spirit of God in me. You don't hand over a financial identity. No. That's why we are shouting. Teach your children discipline, hard work. Teach them the principles of Jesus, not just the person of Jesus. We're shouting these things and people are like, I'm working hard today so that my children will not suffer tomorrow. You lie. Your children can suffer and over suffer if they don't learn things like, last week we talked about the fear of God as a skill, honoring God as a skill, and this week we're talking about contentment as a skill. If your children don't have those skills, no matter what you hand over to them, they will squander it. You will be cringing in your grave. It will shock you. What is 10 billion that cannot be finished in a day? Can you call any amount that cannot be finished in a day? Is there any amount in this world that cannot be finished in days? Not a day now, sorry about that. In weeks, in months, in a few years. Is there any? Somebody said the amount of money that these people have stolen, even if they decide not to work all their lives, the money will never finish. It's not true. Let somebody in that family have an illness, okay, have an illness that requires a certain kind of treatment, e.g. the use of oxygen, then you will know that money can finish. You don't understand what money is. Money has wings. It can fly. Money. Asset. Talk about Job. The Bible says that Job was the wealthiest man in the East. That means Job was like, the way we say top 10 wealthiest people in the world. Job was like that. He was number one. Guys, he lost his wealth in a few days. It doesn't take long for your child to lose all that money you feel you've amassed and handed over to them, aka inheritance. We even do it with attitude. All this work I'm working is so that tomorrow my child will not suffer. Let me tell you something that TD Jakes said, and I I I watched it recently again, and it's going to further buttress what I'm saying. He says it's not what you live for your children that makes them wealthy. It's what you live in them. It's what you live in them, in them. It's not what you live for. Because what you live for them can go down in a drink. You want to try the generation? Have you guys heard of bottle of wine that is 2 million? If they go to club one five every day, they go to club, which some of them go to club every day. In a month, they're going to burn 60 million. Calculate it in a year. So I don't know what it is that you're living to, you feel you're living to your children that is now going to become what you should be very comfortable about and not be serious about living in them, the things we're talking about. Contentment is something to live in your children. I'm going to explain why. Because I'm thinking, what are the things that have caused children growing up with discontentment? Let's go back to the foundation. Let's go and check. Because children were born clean. They were born plain. They were born bare. How did we write greed on them? How did we write covetousness? How did we write dissatisfaction, discontentment? We wrote those things because they came to us bare, plain, like plain sheets. And everything we see in our children's lives were written either by us, by society, by peers, by the media. Please, what is the meaning of tabula rasa? I would like to know what that means, and what language is that? Is that a Nigerian language? I would like to know what that means so that I can learn something new from you today. Yes, teach your children the principles of Jesus. Which language? Which language? Tabula rasa. Children are born tabula rasa. What language is that? Oh, it's a term in psychology. Awesome. Thank you so much. Tabula rasa. Children were born empty, were born plain. Everything we see in children was learned. Katatayana. Everything was learned. Now, like I said, let's go back to the foundation. I believe in the foundation. I believe in the causes of things. And the Bible will say that if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? Guys, there's an answer. The righteous can rebuild the foundation. I told you guys how we were working on a project whose foundation was faulty. We reworked that foundation. We spent more. We it was crazy, but it's possible. So let's go back to the foundation of what is causing our children to be discontented. What is causing it? Number one, and I'm going to be very plain, long throat. A long throat. A long throat is the foundation for discontentment. And a long throat is caused by dissatisfaction with what one has. and is seen by the also by the inability to wait to eat, wait to eat, wait to have, wait to go. Your children would be said to have a long throat. A long throat, please put the a long throat is a noun. When they have a long throat, they don't like what they have, they like what their sibling has. They like what mommy has, what daddy has. You give them their portion, they are looking at another person's own. That's a long throat. A long throat also comes from inability to wait to eat, wait to have, wait to go. They can't wait for when it is time. So they start eating in the car, something that was bought for them. They can't wait to get home. So they want to eat it in the car. That's how it starts. They are not satisfied with the portion that you give them. They want another person, they want a bigger portion. That's how it starts. They are not satisfied with the quality of things that you give to them. Mommy, why can't I have an iPhone? See, look, if your children did not buy their iPhones themselves with money that they earned from their small business or money that they have saved over the years, maybe money that was invested for them, which is not also even their money, they didn't buy it with their money, you are enabling them. You are growing the throat. Continue. You use your money, take 200K and buy a phone for a 16 years old because she passed her own exams. You buy an iPhone of 300K and say he's doing well in school. Is he not supposed to do well? Were you supposed to pass? Were you supposed to pay school fees for him to fail? And then he passes and then you buy him a phone. And then these days I've even seen my preteens when you just mistakenly ask them, what do you want for birthday gift? iPhone. Hello. I don't understand. Your child does not know that an iPhone is something that you work for. So he goes, he breaks the screen to change the screen of an iPhone is about 50K. You replace it for them, you buy data for them, you just do everything. Your child does not know that it's not time for iPhone after secondary school. They don't know that this is my face is a face that is coming for everybody that does not understand that there is a time for everything. If your children don't know how to delay gratification, you're teaching them how to be discontented, and then you're not building that skill. Why must they have everything? You can't afford. Let me use, and I'm not marketing for them, Cold Stone. Cold Stone is like the most expensive ice cream joint in the city where I live. I took my children to Cold Stone a certain day, and the money I spent, I didn't know. And that was why I decided to be researching before I go to certain places. I didn't know they were putting, I want, correct. When they brought the bill, it was like I was paying for a course. You can't afford it. Then your children maneuver you, manipulate you, and say, but that's where everybody goes, and you go there and you spend. I can do it now, but as at that time I couldn't do it. I had overstretched. Now I can. So there's a time for everything, and my children, they have understood it now. Why are you taking your child to why are you ordering cake that you cannot afford? You are teaching that you are sharpening the throat. You are growing the throat to be very long. Your child comes and says, this is the kind of photo shoot that I want to do because that's what everybody in my class is doing. And then you just say it's true. I don't want her to have a complex. You see this complex versus contentment. Let us put it side by side. My daughter just turned 16. This is the first time she's doing a photo shoot, and we had a budget for that photo shoot. Oh, I love how my children have now understood me, my husband, and our family values. So before they come, they go and do their research and say, this one, mommy will not agree. This one, she will not agree. Including the clothes. Everybody was like, this dress is so beautiful. I cannot tell you how much we spent for that dress. You think we broke the bank? We did not break the bank. In fact, she had to say that for even doing this, I'm going to use this dress for so event so that I don't have to sew another one. I say, you are a correct girl. You can't just come and be spending my money on your luxury. My daughter has even said to me that, mommy, don't worry, if you help me celebrate my graduation with this, by the time I'm going to university, I'm going to I'm going to sponsor my matriculation. By the time I'm getting to university, mommy, my small business, I should have saved money and I should be able to sponsor my matriculation dress. I say it's better. You think I'll tell her no? Yes, you sponsor it yourself. What is all this? You must fit into a particular box, and it's your children pushing you. Haba now, you are helping them grow that long truth. Let them understand that this one we can't afford. My children have asked me so many times, mommy, why can't we go abroad? Why can't we go to the US for holiday? I say, because we can't afford it now. He said, but you have money. I say, I have money, but it's not for vacation on that level now. Now, we have projects, we have visions, we have goals, we have plans, and that's when we started bringing them into our plans. Immediately we started bringing them into our plans. Long throat cuts. All this, we must be here, we must be there, it reduced because they understand that we all have a project, we all have plans, and we're going to follow it. I said the time will come when you will travel to anywhere in the world. That time is coming, guys. That time is coming. Farabale. Yoruba people, please, did I say it well? What is take a chill pill, Yoruba? Calm down. This kind, be calm. We are coming. So this long throat thing, yes, okay, I'm correct. This long throat thing, let's be serious about it. Before my children went back to school, we did our back to school outing. We bought ice cream and stuff. Usually, immediately we come back, because they are teenagers, immediately we come back, they'll set up everywhere. Okay, it's time for the ice cream and everything. I was surprised that I came back, I slept off, I was tired. I came back the next morning. I saw the ice cream bowls in the fridge. I opened it, I said, what happened? You mean you guys held yourself to the next morning? I celebrated them. I said, that's amazing. You guys are growing. You are getting it now. They're like, mommy, we're just like, since you were tired, let's just leave it till tomorrow. I'm like, wow. That's learning how to delay gratification. Because once when they were catching body, I told them the ice cream is yours. The house is yours. Why are you in a hurry? Please, don't tell me that my child, when they grow, they will understand these things. They will not if you don't help them. So please work on this long throats. Work on it. Let your children learn how to be grateful for whatever it is they are giving. You give your children pocket money, they don't tell you thank you because it's their right. You pay their fees, they don't come back saying thank you. They wanted Cold Stone, you gave them, mama, this one that goes in the bus, that this local one, they can't say thank you. They want Nike Air, Nike Jordan, you give them Abba made. My children went to secondary school, immediately they went, they came back and started saying, mommy, this one is Abba. I said, look at these ones. You will go without. You don't know me. By the time they went without, my son, especially the boys, he said, mommy, I cannot use this jersey because it is fake. It's Abba. When I wear it to play football, they'll be laughing at me. I say, who are those ones laughing? Go without it. Use okay. You know okay? You know okay boutique? Do you guys know okay boutique? Okay boutique, aka bend down boutique. You choose. You either take Abba or you choose okay. Bend down. You bend down and you pick it and you combine it and you go. He made his choice and we're fine. When he now insisted, he now came again after another session. oh mommy, this boutique, this Jesse. He said, don't worry, I'm not. He sacrificed some other things to get it. I say it's all because when it's time to go back to school, there's a budget. There is a budget. Take your budget. If you choose to, I don't shop with my children for back to school since from when they enter secondary school, because nobody shopped with me, and it helped me. So I just sit down, I plan the day for their going back to school. Is the day I do my hair or something. So I'm in the salon doing my hair. I give you your money for shopping. If you use all the money and buy designers shoes, how be it? You'll be fine. Very fine. I can't have headache to have the money. I have headache to help you make your choice. I won't. If your throat is so long that you don't know how to cut your coat according to the material, I'm sorry about that. I can't help you, dear son or daughter. So this issue now, we have treated it, we have left it, we have moved. Everybody now understands that murmuring and complaining is part of discontentment. You will come and go to a local school so that you'll be fine. Guys, please teach these children these things now that they are young. Teenage is a young age as far as I'm concerned. Your child is 17 years, 18 years old. He doesn't know that he cannot afford certain things, and then you fund a lifestyle that they cannot fund. If you're funding a lifestyle for your children, they're going to grow discontented, and they'll be constantly disgruntled every time there's a problem with what they have. So I need us to insist on this self-control, insist on, delayed gratification, insist on gratitude. Now let's go to the next point. Excessive provision of household supplies. Remember, we're talking about the foundation. What is the foundation of this discontentment that we see in our teenagers today? What's causing it? It's us. Remember, it's us. You see this concept of I lacked. I grew up not having enough food to eat. I grew up always looking at my neighbors children, having snacks and drinks, and so you stock your house like your house is supermarket, departmental store. Be careful. In fact, the wealthier you are, the more comfortable you become, the more careful and intentional you must be, or else you're going to raise children that are entitled, children that are discontented. Let me share a funny story. My husband is, of course, my husband is Igbo, and my husband has very high financial skills. So he likes to buy food in bulk. He will buy cartons of, he will tell you that because by the time you go back, it's more expensive. I understand that. However, in doing that, initially, we didn't carry our children along. So my children now mistook availability for access. I just came back one day, oh my dear people of God. I saw Cocoa Pops, like 15 uncountable wraps inside the trash. I pinched myself. I say, wait, where am I? I don't understand. What's happening here? Everything was eaten. Jesus, these children will not kill somebody. While I was trying to understand what was happening, I opened the carton of biscuits. That one, I didn't even see the wrap. I just saw that the carton was almost empty. Everything, these children finished something that we bought for a whole month. They finished it in 3 days. I said, okay, this is where the problem is. We now had to call meeting. We now had to when you talk, they tell you that mommy is puberty. Puberty makes us hungry. Besides, we have been in school for since and we didn't have, so now it's okay. Come over. Now the problem is not even about the cost, right? The problem is not even about the cost. The problem is that when they have unlimited access, they lack self-control. They are going to be fueling their appetite to make it uncontrollable. They are going to be fueling their cravings and their desires. The Bible says that that when you desire when the flesh is coming up with its desires like that, it can lead to death. That's it. That's how you should take it. The desires of the flesh leads you to death, to be carnally minded. Everything you just want to collect, eat, have, own, wear. That's where the problem is. The problem is not even in the money, because by the grace of God, God has provided for every one of us. So it's not like we are poor, no. But the problem is that these children now grow to think that availability is unlimited access. It can kill them. So what did we do? We now made a rule and say you can't have more than one Milo pack in one Cocoa Pop in a day, or two, depending on their age. Give them what it should be. So create a structure in your home. You can't have more than one pack of this a day. You can't have, what of drinks? I overheard one of my friends complaining about how she bought a pack of drinks, 24, and her children finished it in like a week. Are you kidding me? Okay, now maybe talking about what parents said. What of the children? They shared with me directly that, Aunty Etima, I asked them this question when I was teaching them this topic. 2 years ago, the first Easter camp we had. I said, how many times do you guys open the fridge in a day? They said uncountable. Aunty Etima, we just open. Every time we pass, we open. Do you see where the problem is? Indiscipline. Because it's available, so they feel like I can take it when I want it. No, they are never going to be content, because there is no cap, there is no roof, there is no ceiling on what they can eat or have per time. So anything as is there now, just go to the store, just go to the fridge, back on, just open, you just eat, you just drink, you're raising discontented individuals. They will go on their own, they cannot be satisfied. Everything they are giving, they are not satisfied. I heard my mentor, my pastor, my father in the faith, Bishop Oyedepo, say to me, and it was a game changer for me. He said, I am not more contented now than I was 42 years ago when the ministry started. Hey, that thing opened a new chapter for me. I'm now very conscious. Everything I have, everything I own, everything God blesses me with, I intentionally am content with it. I remember when we moved to my office, people said this office is so beautiful. However, why is it not in Maitama and Sokoro? Why must it be there? I'm content with where it is now. I'm going to get to Ansokoro, I'm going to get to Maitama, but for this one, oh, this is heaven on earth for me. Don't come and bring that thing to me like I must be in a particular place, I must drive a particular car, I must have. What does that mean? Why must you? That is it. Somebody said drinks and yogurt are consumed one per week, and it is merit based and on self-discipline. Am I a wicked mom? After all, it's not food. I know, right? Food is what you owe them. You should not starve your children. These other ones are luxury. No, but don't trade it, ma. No, don't trade it with behavior. Let it not be behavior. Let it just, yes, self-discipline is more like it. You wait for it to have it. That's where your goals should be. Your goals should not be, don't do based on behavior. Based on, yes, self-discipline. You remember the marshmallow test? The marshmallow test is a test that was given to young children to say, this marshmallow, I'm keeping you in front of this marshmallow. If you don't touch it, when I come back, I'll give you an extra marshmallow. Excuse me. So it was a test for self-discipline. So that's fine. If you're able to control yourself and hold yourself, great. Please, the wealthier you become, the more intentional you must be about putting into these children contentment as a skill. Is it advisable for 11-year-old child to go shopping by himself? Why not? If not, teach them, then leave them. My children started shopping at 8. What's your 8? See, I love the age 8, because for me 8 is when God called Samuel. If you're 8 years, in fact it should even be less. Miriam was 6 when she was told to stand and take care of her brother. She didn't stand there and start doing, where's my mommy? She stood there and she did that work properly. If your child is 6, 7, 8, please, they have reached the age where they can start taking responsibility. However, ensure that you teach them. So my children already knew, they follow me to the market. So I wonder when your children are watching Netflix, Cartoon Network, Cartoon, and you're in the market, sweating, slaving for them. When they come back, they say, I don't even like this one. I like this one. They are even choosing because they were not there. So take them to start doing the shopping, and then with time they start knowing where to go. They start having their customers. Right now my 3 children have their 3 different customers. They have in the market, everybody goes to where they are supposed to go, including my son. My son buys his things by himself. When he started, they cheated him. There was one particular place they cheated him so badly, this boy cried. I said, good for you, next time you'll be more careful. So now he's 14. He now knows where to go, what to do, signs to watch out for, who is cheating you, who is not cheating you. By themselves, I don't do no shopping for nobody. In fact, they come back with change for me, and I always bless them when they come back. God bless you. God prosper you. You brought back change for me. Oh my son, the Lord is with you. You will be a wealthy. I'll pray big prayer for you for coming back with change. So please, 11 years old can shop for themselves with your guidance. With your guidance. Stay around. Don't judge them and go off. Oh. Stay around. Just be in one place. It also helps them navigate. This is where mommy is. This is where mommy is. They go, they come back, they drop the things. They go, they come back, they drop the things. That's what to do. Okay? So what's the next problem that so before I round off with that, ensure that there's a structure for how things are eaten daily, monthly, weekly. Let me share this funny story that happened. My son again was the one. He said, okay, mommy, since I can have 1 Milo sachet every day, and I like my Milo thick, I will not take Milo, I will not take beverage for 5 days. Then on the 5th day, I will take all at once. And an argument broke up. I said it's okay as long as it's your 5. My husband said it's not okay. What does that mean? Why must you take 5 at once? He says, sweetheart, we're still not dealing with it. And I got the point. Why must you take 5 at once because you did not take the other day? If you didn't take the other day, leave it. You're not going to die because you didn't take it the other day. Somebody say, correct boy. Honestly, that's what I felt. I felt like it's okay now, it's his sense. My husband said no, especially because it had something to do with the throat. He said, why? So my friend's son finished a whole loaf of bread and said he's having puberty. These are all the things we need to check. Now let's go to the next one. The next one would be inappropriate exposure to an unrealistic lifestyle. To an unrealistic lifestyle that is showcased through the media, especially music videos, movies, social media. Let your children not grow up thinking that that's what life is all about. Let your children not grow up thinking that this is how life should be. You know what I mean now? You look at the music videos, they'll come with the Lamborghinis, they'll come with all those cars, Clean designers. They'll come with champagne. They'll pop it open. They'll say, this is the life. Your children now grow up to feel like, oh, this is it. I want it. I want it. Let's check the environment we place our children in. I want to scatter one table now. Wait, let me gather energy. This table I want to scatter is the table of the kind of school that our children go to. I hear some parents say, what am I working for? I am working so that my children can go to the best of schools. And then they can't meet up, they begin to borrow. They begin to borrow. You put your children in a school with people whose financial status is not yours. They are just paying their children's school fees stresslessly, you know, from one of their investments. Just one of their investments can fund their children's school fees. But you will save your entire salary or income for a whole year and say, I just want my children to go to this school. It's a good school. Who told you that a good school is a function of the amount of school fees? Who told you people? Who told you people, please? You hear some school fees. It's like, meanwhile you're in a rented apartment. I don't understand. Truly, I don't understand it. You don't. Hey God. Guys, see, we're teaching and modeling to our children very wrong things. Do you know what happens to them when they go to those schools? They start hearing things like, oh, all our holidays are in the US. Meanwhile, you have been trying to save money for school fees. You can't even talk of anything like vacation. You can't talk of anything like designer wears. But this lifestyle goes together. What you wear, where you go, what you eat, where you live, they all go together. So when you give your child 1 out of the 5, the child has a problem. The child cannot understand. Mommy, why are you telling me I cannot use iPhone when everybody in my class has iPhone? How did your child see that everybody in the class has iPhone? You put him in a wrong setting. You put him in the wrong setting. You now say, I don't want my child to suffer what I suffered. I suffered a lot of low self-esteem. I suffered a lot of, what were you doing in that environment? What are you doing there? Why are you showing your child a lifestyle that you cannot afford? And that's why you should be careful with what is showing in your home. It's not every kind of movie, even if it mistakenly comes on national TV. Tell them that don't mind these people, all these things are staged. In fact, there was a time we were looking for where to, my daughter was showing interest in photography. So we went to a studio to make inquiries. And then in that studio, they showed us where they come to shoot music videos. I turned and looked at her. I said, there you go. This is where they come with those things that make you like, did you see what they wore? I said, this is where they sit and shoot. Let this see, don't use your hands to destroy your children. Begin to do a lot of, there's this thing we have adopted in my home, research before you watch, research before you follow. So now in my home, we don't just follow anybody or watch any, we do a research on this person. Why should we follow you? Why should we watch you? Because a lot of these people are fake. Everything is for the gram. And your children don't know, they are young. So they just feel like, oh, mommy, see, this is what the kind of house everybody's living in. Who told you? The house that they used to act that movie was hired, was rented. And then you are here killing yourself. Your child is now saying that, no, all these young boys that I saw in that music video, are they not my mates? Mommy, please, 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 I heard a child say recently, I must be a billionaire at 18. How? Please, nobody should come and tell me that Etima is possible. It's not. It's not, except you're going to scam. And even if your child comes to tell you that vision or that goal, mommy, by 18, by 20, I must be a millionaire. Tell him that son is an unrealistic goal. Tell him straight, it's not realistic. He will be trying to prove it to you. What if I just, there's no what ifs. You cannot be, please. because that is what puts them under undue pressure. Billionaire care. How? From where are you going to pass? Because you know they are children, so they are not thinking critically. Our job as parents is to help them put things in perspective. Last year we heard of a story of one of our teenagers in Owerri. A teacher works in a bank and saw his account 32 million. This boy is 16 years old. She called the mom. It was an uncle. He called the mom and said, Mama, I don't understand. Why is my boy having 32? Do you know what the mother said? This boy will not kill me. Oh. I've been telling him to be doing these things small, small. Are you serious? So you know that this boy is doing Yahoo, 419, fraud. But you just told him to be doing it small, small. Because the boy told you that, Mommy, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to build you a house at 18. And you too, you were happy. My son's vision for life is so bright. Oh, my son is a very focused young man. This my son, oh, wonderful boy. If you see the plan he has for me, if you see, one day my son, I saw where my son wrote that he wants to buy his parents, is it Bentley or Porsche? He wrote one luxury car. I called him, I said, son, I love the car you want to buy for me. Oh, you will not buy this car before you are 30. By 30, you should have done your career. You should have, if you start early. If you talk about 30, I can start understanding. Not 18. Because you watched where one musician came and did waiting. Please, let's help our children, guys. Let's help them put things in perspective. If you work hard, if you don't do drugs, if you don't do illegal business, you cannot earn. I'm mixing it up. If you don't work hard, you cannot earn a certain amount of money at a particular time. Because why? Because it takes a process to earn money. You that you're a parent, you sleep and wake up and have money, even when you sleep in church. Do you have it like that? So these children just feel in somewhere in their minds that if I just kabash, if I just sleep, if I just wake up, unless you are doing drugs, that's what brings fast money. Unless you're doing fraud, that's what brings fast money. Or yes, unless you're in a cult, an occultic group that goes to rob and maim, kill people, and for money. That is the only time you can have that amount of money at teenage. And then you see the teenagers will be arguing with us. Auntie, what if God just bless? I say God does not bless like that. Please, God is not a scam master. He's not a grand scam master. He's not gonna give you this thing at this age. You can't handle it. Can you handle 50 billion as a parent, as you're looking at me now? How many people can handle 50 billion? You'll be going mental. So God allows you to grow and grow and grow into these things. Let our children understand that. Now, what's the last one? The last one would be the bailout syndrome. The bailout syndrome is a system where you quickly come to your child's rescue at his request, and even when he doesn't request. Your child has a challenge. I don't want my child to suffer this thing. So your child grows up feeling like everything in life must be all cozy. Your child grows up feeling like he deserves a soft and fluffy life. He deserves a soft and fluffy life. You're quickly bailing him out. You're quickly rescue. To bail out is to rescue. Your child does not have something. You quickly want to bail him out by begging or borrowing so that you can give to him so that he doesn't face the embarrassment of not having. Teach him to be satisfied with where he is and to tell his friends that I don't have it now, but that doesn't mean I will not have it tomorrow. I'm good. You guys have iPhones. Oh, great. I'll have mine tomorrow. And in fact, it will be my pleasure to work and earn money to have mine. And if I join my dad in the factory every holiday, in 1 year's time, or in 2 years' time, I should be able to buy my first iPhone with my money. Teach him how to say those kind of things. Stop bailing him out. He fails, you go and bail out. He doesn't make it into something, you go and bail out. You pay money to put him in a particular school because everybody's going to that school. Why? If you cannot pass to go to that school, then you are not supposed to be in that school. Stay where you can afford. Stay where you can afford. I mean, mentally. I see the effort that parents make because they want their children to be in a particular school. So you are ready to bail out this child to be in that. Why? 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 This child is going to grow up feeling entitled. That's the problem with bailout. The bailout syndrome brings up or triggers entitlement. Your child now feels like, I'm entitled to it because my mommy made me have it by all means, hook or crook. Allow these children, if they've suffered some embarrassment because of, leave them. It's part of life. Were you not embarrassed? Were there not times that you went to a place and people looked down on you because of what you wore? Did you die? It just made you go back and say, go and work hard though, so that the next time you go back to the village, you go back like somebody that the Lord has blessed. To beg is bailout. To borrow for is bailout. Allow your children understand that life is in phases and men are in sizes. If you bail them out, you cut short this process. You lose the opportunity to teach that life lesson. It's a life lesson to understand that life is in phases and men are in sizes, and that you don't cut your material according to your size, because some people are very fat but their material is small. You cut your material according to the size of the material. Cut your clothes rather according to the size of material in your hand, not according to your size, because sometimes you are fat and you don't have big material. Bailout breeds entitlement mentality. That's the truth, because they have not been made to see the other side. There was a time we had to change our children's school. This was like more than 10-15 years ago. We had to change our children's school. Why? The school they were in, a good school. It wasn't even a classy school, but at that time we're going through a hard time financially. My husband was even the chairman of the PTA in that school. We had to take our children out of that school and take them to our church school, which was cheaper but equally good. 2 years later, things became easy. We took them even to a better school than the one they were coming from initially. That was where they graduated from. I can't come and start being like, mommy, but all my friends are in that school. Where's the mouth for you to talk? Just move. We call the shots. You move. So please, let's be careful with bailouts. Somebody asked a question and I want to answer that question. She said, what about kidpreneurs that are now teens and running a business? Awesome. They're not billionaires. Have you not noticed that children that run their business are financially intelligent? They don't waste money. They don't waste money. Since my children, two out of 3 of my children have businesses. Ever since, that thing is a lifesaver. Children having business. If you see the way they negotiate, they don't spend their money anyhow. They don't waste their money anyhow. And they don't have millions yet. How will you have millions? You that you're doing business, you've been doing business for the past 10-15 years. Are you a billionaire? These things take time. Check out the genuine billionaires. Some of them have been doing business for 20 years. 20 years. Ask Dangote when he started business. Dangote is in his 60s, if I'm not mistaken. Ask him when he started business. Ask him the number of credit facility he has gotten to get to where he is. You think it's just Dangote is just the richest man? Go and ask how much in debt he has. for him to get to that level. These things that they're a process. My friend's son runs a juice business. When is he going to save money and get ₦1,000,000? Do you know when? He's going to have to work hard and work, and it's going to take time. That's how life is. Seed time and harvest. Take as long as the earth remains, you must keep sowing and sowing and sowing. People just come and they just see you. You have arrived. They don't know that you have started how many years ago. So even kidpreneurs, even teenpreneurs, it's going to take them time before they enter into the realm of their millions. Don't over push your children, guys. Please, don't over. The reason why our children are doing business as teens is not for the money. And I want to please say this. Please, everybody listen. The reason why we are encouraging our children, the reason why I insist that my children do business as teenagers is not so that by 30 they are wealthy. No. It's so that by 30 they have financial sense to know which business deal to go into and which not to go into. So that at 30, at 20, they know that they should negotiate this way. They know that they should not go into this investment. That's why they are doing business. They're not doing business so that they can buy me a luxury car. No, that's not why they're doing business. They're doing business so that they know what mistakes to make. Some of the mistakes that we are making at 40, at 50, are mistakes we should have made at 20. That's why your children should do business. Please, guys, your children are not doing business so that they can have money to buy you designer bag. You now show off with your friends. That's not why they are doing business. They are doing business to learn. And that's why when I'm going abroad, I'm not going to the US or to the UK so that I will show the world or prove to my children that I can take you there. We are going to Singapore. We are going to Korea. We are going to China. That's what we are going to do. That's where we travel to. That's where we are going to travel to. Because my children, I'm raising entrepreneurs. My children are all business inclined. Of course, their father is one Nnewi spare parts. You already know. My husband is from Nnewi. They are businessmen and women. We have told our children, just get it, don't get it twisted, get it right, straight. All of you are business people. Regardless of whatever they do, you want to do football, you want to be a musician, you want to be a chef, you will do business. So our areas of interest are the Middle East, India, people that produce, have factories. That's where we are going to. I'm not following people to go to where you're going to go and shop, Paris. When we go to those places, we'll go to the business aspect, the entrepreneurship aspect of Paris. The entrepreneurship, there's a place in the US I want to go to because I hear a particular street has the highest concentration of publishing houses. And because I'm an author and I'm a bookpreneur, I'm going to go there. And my children, when we go there, they're going to understand why we went there. Nnewi is the business heart of Igbos. That's it. Oh, my husband is from inside there. And then one child will now say that you just came to take a chill pill. No, you're not chilling nowhere. You will go and understand the process. Is it people's brother? Yes, so these Nnewi people, Nnewi spare parts, they are the ones. There's no need for me to come and form anything. So let your children understand that business is about value. Business is about solutions. Business is about being a blessing to humanity, not about showing off. We have arrived. See our iPhone. I'm shouting this iPhone very well because I'm in teens church. I work with teenagers and I see this thing about iPhone being seen as a god. So allow me to continue to call iPhone. Allow me to call Air Jordan as a problem among teenagers. What is it? Please, guys, let's go back because these are the things that breed discontentment. You give them what you can afford. They say, Mommy, I cannot be seen holding that. Mommy, Daddy, don't be annoyed. I would rather go without because I cannot be seen. Who are you? And what do you have? And who is your father's house, as the Bible will say? What is it? You have a status hinged on your parents' own. You have a status that is attached, that is not yours. It's a fake status. Mommy, because people like us, who are you? When my children wanted to start it, see, these children all go through it, including my children. As long as they are in secondary school, they have that temptation. My children came with, people like us. We are the. I said, stop. Excuse me. You say what? See, because people like us, we can't be caught using Abba. Can't be caught using the fake of it. Mommy, please. I say, stick it right there. I can't be seen with that. Yes, that's the word now. I can't be among. That's how discontentment starts. Tomorrow, when they finish school and they get a job that is paying them 50K, they cannot do that job. They stay at home and watch Netflix. You will be slaving at 60. Your child is at home telling you that he cannot take that job. What? How did you start as a parent? Where did you start from? Did you start with that? My first job was, how much was it, safe? And you pay transport. You do, but that's not where the problem. That's not what is. It's not about the money you are earning. It's about the experience you're gaining. It's about the connections and the relationships you're making. That's what it's all about. But children don't understand because they have grown up in affluence and luxury that they cannot fund and they know nothing about. Let me be going. Let me just be going because I can feel that I can even see more people are still joining this. More people are still coming to join this trip. But seriously, I'm sure we all get it. Contentment is a skill, and it's a skill that is needed for children of God. Now, let me say this as I prepare to close. If you're a child of God, you already know that the Bible has said that godliness with contentment is great gain. The Bible did not say for children or for adults. Everybody, all of us fall under this category. Teach your children, model contentment, guys. Model contentment. How do you model it? By guarding what you say, what your choices, your preferences, your pressure. Guard it. Don't just be talking, I cannot use that kind of bag at my age, at my level. Your children are hearing. I can't live in that place, so God forbid. Hey, at this if you can't live there, it's not because of what you're trying to prove. It's because, you have grown to a certain level, and that's it. So model contentment by your speech. Please stop being so carnal. Stop being too materialistic. I didn't marry this person because he cannot fund me, he can't take care of me, hold me like this. Your children are listening, your daughters are listening. Tomorrow they'll choose money over responsible husband. They'll choose they'll choose car over a man that can help them cook when they're having children. Be there. Continue talking about money. Continue talking about it. Don't tell your daughter that she's supposed to go into a home and grow it with her husband. She should go and be making money and be fulfilling purpose. Be telling her that she cannot marry somebody that cannot take care of her because she's too expensive to maintain. Who is she? Be careful what you say. It cannot be heard that me out of everybody in that my branch, I'm the only one that did not travel to UK for vacation. Your children are listening. Today it's true. They now grow up feeling like that's how it should be. No. Be careful what you choose. Don't always make choices because of status, because of what people will say. They are listening. Teach them that at every point in time, with whatever you have, model contentment. Look, we are grateful. You can't travel abroad, do in intercity vacation. We did it once with my children. It was the best holiday so far. We couldn't travel. We love to travel, especially road trips in Nigeria. But with the situation of things, we have to find a way to do these things. Mm-hmm. Model it. You don't have meat, fry the fish, season it, play music, blast. When they see how excited you are, they will adjust. That their nose will come down. They'll be very happy. They'll be smiling. Model it. You cannot eat in the first time we wanted to do lunch. I took my children to Buka. You know Buka? Mama, Iya Oyo. In fact, the way we did it, we took pictures. My children started saying, "Mommy, that Iya Oyo woman, can we go back there? That her amala." Eh. All this, we cannot go to a five star restaurant. You cannot go now because you don't have the money for it now. Take them to Iya Oyo. Ah, I have the pictures of that our Iya Oyo visit. Only my son did not eat, and he later regretted it. He said he cannot eat amala. My daughters rushed the amala. They rushed it, pounded yam. At the end, my son just tasted one. I say, I regret it. I should have eaten. The next time we went to another Iya Oyo, I know them plenty in Abuja. He quickly ordered. That's it. Mm-hmm. So that when you start taking them to 3 star, 5 star, 7 star, they will know that it's not this. No, we're not born here. We are coming from a long way. We have been to all sorts. We have been to the high. We have been to the low. We have been to the average. Your children will have a balanced view about life. Okay, I should leave some of the table without legs. Okay, let me be going. Please don't forget that the teens the teens Easter camp is on the 11th of April. We usually have this kind of sessions where we are talking to the children directly. This is not you now. We're talking to them directly about understanding how to be content, how to be grateful, how to be thankful. This year, guess what our theme for the Teen Sister Camp is? The fruit of the Spirit. That's what we're doing this year. We're talking about and emphasizing the fruit of the Spirit. So this is not one camp you should miss. If you're not in Abuja, please join us online. The online people have their own session, so they are not following us. We are taking the same content to them online. Thank you so much, everyone. I cannot call everybody's name today because we don't have time, and I can see that we are a whole lot. Just do me one favor and tag somebody you know. I'm going to copy the link. Admin is going to do that for me right now. Copy the link, put on the comment section. Just copy it and share to your friends and say, look, listen to this. You have teenagers. This Aunty Etima understands how teenagers think, how they behave, and she's here to help you manage them. Yes, that's what I'm here to do. And please don't forget to share the flyers, share the information about the Teens Easter Camp. It's a Bible camp. So we have Bible study and mentoring. Bible study and mentoring. That's what we're going to be doing. And of course, fun. We're going to have a lot of fun for those that are physical. Those of them that are online, you're going to catch up with us in every way that you can. Thank you so much, guys. I've truly had an amazing session. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all. And see you same time, same place here on the group next week. Have a blessed day.